something to smile about. Many that dream of owning a small business hope that it's able to flourish for many years, maybe even becoming a family legacy. For this month's Secrets of a Small Biz, Marlia Clipston went to Belfast to check out the oldest shoe store in America.
Good afternoon, Colburn Shoe Store.
I'm the 5th generation owner of Colburn Shoe. It's been in my family for just about 100 years. About 105 years ago, my great Uncle Ben started working for the Colburn family. That's great Uncle Ben right in the middle.
Over time, it's become a staple for many people in Belfast.
We have become a destination. Our reach is folks from Bangor, Waterville, Ellsworth, Bar Harbor on a consistent basis. And then in the summertime, it's nationwide. People have heard about us and choose Belfast and Colburn Shoe Store as a destination to visit.
Over the years, Colburn Shoe Store has expanded and grown, but it's never moved.
We added the bargain basement in like '93.
The business still operates out of the original building on Main Street.
You can just all the old wooden beams and just how old the place is.
For business to be around for 100 years, there are some things that stay the same and some things that change.
It's pretty standard of customer service, keeping your customers happy, keeping your employees happy.
Would you like to try these? Make sure
Being consistent, consistently open, consistently having things that are functional. For the people of Maine.
I always buy my shoes here, always.
I have taken a few more risks in brands and pricing than generations before, and it's definitely paid off to kind of like step out of the box a little bit and grow the store a little more.
The business lives on and adapts, introducing new brands and styles often.
There's inventory everywhere. Everywhere you go, we've got shoes. Some of the brands that have really kind of launched us to the next level are brands like Hoka and Brooks and Oboz and Birkenstock. Things that are, we might be pushing the price point a little bit for our customers, but it's quality, effective footwear that is, really sustainable for the area.
Horn shares his advice for anyone hoping to have their own successful business that lasts for decades.
It's really simple. Just keep a simple business model, keep your customers happy, and be consistent.
Thank you. I'll see you when the next one's come in.